And the reason I love RSVP volunteers is because you guys have the work ethic and you have the life experience and the understanding, that everything's not black and white, that there's a lot of gray. You bring that wealth of experience and knowledge from not just your job, but from working with people and understanding human nature.
Welcome to the newest RSVP-Northern Virginia podcast. Today, Susan Alger of Cornerstones of Reston in her own words.
Hi, I'm Susan Alger, the Director of Volunteer and Community Engagement for Cornerstones in Reston. I've been with the organization for about 8.5 years, first as a volunteer manager at Embry-Rucker Community Shelter, and now as the leader of our volunteer program. We have a team of 4 individuals now working on our team, and we employ about 6,000 volunteers in a year. For nearly 50 years, Cornerstones, a nonprofit based out of Reston, Virginia, has been promoting self-sufficiency and providing assistance to people in need of food, emergency shelter, affordable housing, quality childcare, and other basic needs here in the Dulles corridor. Our mission's pretty simple, but also pretty complex. We believe that everyone deserves the opportunity to secure housing, to see their families grow and thrive, to find work that's meaningful for them. And so we come alongside our clients, often meeting them at the most difficult time in their lives, when they're in crisis, when they have nowhere to go, when they don't have food to put on the table. Ultimately, we want to empower everyone, especially the most vulnerable people in our community, to reach stability and to have hope for the future, that they can do better in their lives. We have a variety of programs that we call wraparound social services. We work with partners throughout Fairfax County, other nonprofits, the faith community, the business community, to provide some of these services. Some of our programs are the Embry-Rucker Community Shelter, which is a 30-day emergency shelter where we house single men, single ladies, clients with medical problems, and families with children. We have an assistant services and pantry program where people can go to access healthy foods, canned goods, dry goods. But we also have their financial assistance with light bills, utility bills. Someone's about to lose their apartment and they need some help with the rent that month. It's much better to keep someone housed than to allow them to become homeless. So we have the Laurel Learning Center, which is an affordable childcare center for children from 0 up to before and after school care. We have a transitional and affordable housing program, which we have purchased 109 units of housing so far that we can put people in. They can pay 30% of their rent, or their income, as rent, and it helps them build their credit back, learn how to take care of their own place, and the ultimate goal is for them to be able to move on to market rate housing in our community. The whole time they're there, our clients are being given classes in financial literacy, how to maintain a home, how to improve your credit, wants versus needs, all sorts of life skills classes. We also, as part of our mission, teach job readiness classes and financial literacy classes and resume writing, some life skills classes at that site. So Cornerstones is involved in so many programs, and we have so many activities going on that our need for volunteers is huge. We have some set activities. We have things that you can do weekly or just monthly or seasonally if you don't have too much time. We even have some events that we need help with. And the cool thing is that regardless of your skill, we probably have a job for you. And the reason I love RSVP volunteers is because you guys have the work ethic and you have the life experience and the understanding, that everything's not black and white, that there's a lot of gray. And so you bring that wealth of experience and knowledge from not just your job, but from working with people and understanding human nature. So you bring that all with you when you come to volunteer with us, and that's what we need. This year, Cornerstones expects to serve about 15,000 people, and of that, there's 4,000 families and 6,000 children who need services. We anticipate another 3,000 new households with extremely low or low income in the next 15 years in our community. And all of those folks are going to need our services. So we do a lot of great seasonal drives to help the community throughout the year. We have a Thanksgiving food drive, a food box drive. We do backpacks for children starting back to school. We serve the Herndon and Reston pyramids and do thousands of backpacks. Right now, we have some RSVP volunteers right down the hall, helping Santa with checking the list twice. We call them our elves, and they're making sure that every child's wishes from their wish list are fulfilled. So we can use volunteers for that. We also have some great events that come up that we need volunteer help with, and we have some day-to-day things. One of my goals for this year is to expand the number of administrative volunteers we're using at our main office, because our staff is so overwhelmed with work that anything we can do to take some of the more routine tasks off their hands would be a huge help to us. And RSVP volunteers would be great. You know, you don't have to be able to walk 5 miles. You don't have to be able to, get too far, but you've got that work experience and that life experience. You're organized, and, you're just willing to help wherever you can. And that's the kind of volunteer we need. So we have opportunities here at our main office on Sunset Hills Road in Reston, or at the Embry-Rucker Community Shelter in Reston over near the library. We have the Herndon Neighborhood Resource Center at the corner of Alabama and Eldon Street in Herndon. And then we're at 5 community centers throughout Reston at Cedar Ridge, Stonegate, Southgate, Westglade, Island Walk, and Cameron Crescent. And then the Connections for Hope office right next to the Amphora restaurant in Herndon. So regardless of where you live in this area, there's an easy place to get to volunteer. I think it's important to volunteer and to keep active. When you're helping someone else, you can't feel sorry for yourself, and you have something to give. Every volunteer has something to contribute. It makes you feel good. It keeps you healthy. It gives you purpose in life. And I see my volunteers just engaged and feeling a part of their community. And what else I love about volunteers is they become advocates. They expand our reach as an organization. They tell our story and help us inform the community, educate the community, and reach out to others to help our neighbors.
To learn more about volunteering with Cornerstones through RSVP Northern Virginia, please contact Carly Hubicki at 703-403-5360 or visit www.rsvpnova.org. RSVP Northern Virginia is a program of Volunteer Fairfax, Volunteer Arlington, and Volunteer Alexandria.